Home Shield. They help pay when covered parts of home systems and appliances, like your fridge, TV, water heater, break down. With new coverage options and easy monthly payments, there's a plan and price that's right for you. Save $50 on any plan when you visit ahs.com/Spotify. That's ahs.com/Spotify. Service fees, limitations, and exclusions apply. See plan for details.
If you love to be remembered as the person who gives the best birthday gift, I'm here to tell you that 1-800-Flowers.com is your ultimate birthday gifting destination. 1-800-Flowers has thoughtful and created options that are guaranteed to deliver the best birthday surprise. Shop thousands of unique gifts at 1-800-Flowers.com for exclusive offers and great values. To order today, visit 1-800-Flowers.com/Spotify. That's 1-800-Flowers.com/Spotify. Only one sale away from the Shopify 1000 Club.
Is that a thing?
Wow, Mom, have a cookie.
I'll take one.
Dad.
These are delicious. You need to show them.
You should. Mom, no, seriously. Let's set you up on Shopify. It's easy.
I always knew you would build your own business.
Guys.
Yum.
When you're ready to bring your idea to life, build it on Shopify.
Sign up for a free 14-day trial at shopify.com/Spotify and start selling today. Shopify.com/Spotify.
First job. First job we're going to. What's that address? Yeah.
Protect the little things that are vital to our future. We need big ideas, like DTV's Clean Vision. Clean Vision is about more than our doubling wind and solar in just 2 years. It means a future with cleaner energy, a cleaner environment, and clearly better tomorrows for generations to come. It's a big transformation for all the little things, because little things really matter. DTV.
Have you shopped for groceries this week? Bought gas? Literally everything costs more. But there is one way to protect your budget and stay ahead of surprise bills.
988 Lakewood.
They help pay with covered parts of home systems and appliances like
Got it.
fridge, AC, and water heater break down with 3 coverage options and easy monthly payments. There's a plan and price that's right for you. Save $50 on any
Yes.
Visit ahs.com/Spotify. That's ahs.com/Spotify. Service fees and additions and restrictions apply. See plan for details.
All right. Close call here.
Sure. The Tigers are going to get a lot of singles. That's all they had yesterday.
I know. They a little one popping that bat.
More bombs.
That's why they got Austin Meadows. So, and look, Baez didn't play, so you're losing a little pop out of the bat.
Yeah.
Last night, the night before, and of course today as well. And this evening it will be Tarek Skubal on the bill for the Tigers. The Red Wings, they won a game as well last night, defeating the Carolina Hurricanes. They're really good. The Wings win 3-0 in Raleigh. Nedeljkovic against his old team, 46 save shutout, which I believe, if I read this correctly, the second most saves a Red Wing has made in a shutout in history. Terry Salchuk had 50 as well.
The irony of it happening this year, after they've given up 11 and 10 and 9.
Yes. You know, some guys, as you know, John, you fired up to play your old team.
There's no question. And
he stole the game.
He did. And the thing that makes you mad or frustrates you is that, yeah, you can get motivated to do that. If you can do it against them, why can't you do it?
Yeah, well, sometimes it's him, sometimes it's the defense.
I understand there's a lot that goes into it.
A lot of factors. And in goaltending for sure.
Yeah,
So,
but 46 shots. Hey, nice job.
Yeah, absolutely. And they're back in action Saturday, which will be tomorrow, at the God, Madison Square Garden, the world's most famous arena. Now, bad news for fans of the University of Detroit. Antoine Davis, he said he was coming back for his 5th year because COVID year to get an extra year.
Yeah.
He said, this is cool. Come back to UOD and maybe you'll lead the nation in scoring because he was 3rd this year and he's been, I think, top 5 the last 2 years. He says he's going to the transfer. He's a great scorer. He's very short. He's not a tall kid. I wonder where he'll end up. Obviously Michigan and Michigan State could use some scoring, especially from the outside.
Yeah.
He is a high-volume shooter, which I don't know if that fits into what Juwan Howard or Tom Izzo wants to do. But I'd like to see him play at a Power 5 conference.
Yes.
I really would. I think it'd be great.
It would be interesting. It'd be fun. It'd be obviously fun for anybody that was fans of Antoine and has watched him throughout his 4 years at UAD there. But you think if you were to pick between those two schools, which do you think is a better fit? Because you've got Juwan Howard, obviously coming from the NBA, where you've got some high volume shooters there, and he might be able to adjust a little bit more to it. However, Tom Izzo needs one of those guards.
Yeah, he does, because Walker's coming back, I don't believe. Max Christie is still testing the waters. Michigan's losing John Dickinson.
Yeah.
We don't know about Dickinson, but that's obviously not a guard. Probably Michigan.
You think he'd be a better fit there?
Probably. But look, for some reason I don't see him fitting
With either one, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well, we'll see. Hopefully he'll do well. 248-539-9797 is the telephone number. Still ahead on the program. We'll check in with who you think the best 5 players in the NBA right now. That's coming up at 8 o'clock. It's not as easy as you might think. Also, do you spend your time on the toilet doing this? Heather has news coming up next, 97.1.
Hey, you guys know how much I've been bragging about my bank. That's a Level 1 bank. It's where I've got my checking and savings accounts, but it's also where I've got my home mortgage. And if you're looking to buy a new home, build a new home, or if you're considering refinancing the home that you're in, I highly recommend Level 1 Bank, and here's why. My mortgage experience with Level 1 Bank was outstanding. Communication with my loan officer was great. They were patient with me. They were creative in structuring my loan. And the most important part, and best overall, is they made sure I was getting the best available rate. Level 1 Bank has earned my trust for all these reasons. They also provide a wide variety of mortgage programs, something that I'm sure will fit you, like first-time home buyer, construction and renovation loans, jumbo loans, doctor loans. They even have a special mortgage program designed for first responders, medical professionals, teachers, and government or nonprofit employees. If you want to learn more about any of these programs, go to level1bank.com or give Dan Urban a call at 866-707-LOAN. That's 866-707-LOAN. Level 1 Bank is a member of the FDIC and an equal housing lender.
97.1 flood tickets. Traffic.
From the WWJ AM 950 Traffic Center. Not much on the drive this morning as the roads are pretty clear. No accidents or slowdowns at this time. Construction continues and will be in place until late May. 94 westbound from Rosa Parks Boulevard to 96, right lane closure. The westbound 94 ramp to 96 is also closed. Then 94 east and westbound ramps at Grand River will be closed through mid-May. And 94 eastbound exit ramp to Gratiot Avenue in Roseville is closed until September. I'm Michelle Penfield with traffic.
Are you aware the average person wins 1,000 times an hour? Who cares? Just be aware of the Powerball jackpot. We're talking big. Saturday's Powerball jackpot is $325 million.
Hydro-Ed's innovation with Pros Services is the safest way to dig even in frozen soil. Visit ProServices.com or call 610-982-7271 to get started. Want a new career? Pro Services needs CDL drivers to drive and operate jetbacks, vacuum trucks, tankers, and roll-off trailers. Full-time union with excellent health benefits such as Blue Cross Dental and Optical. Starting up to $28.10 per hour for drivers, $20.60 per hour for laborers. Visit ProServices.com. PROS Services.com.
The first day in the 2022 Auto Draft, Detroit selects Moran Chevrolet. Score big when you buy your new Chevy from Moran Chevrolet. If you're looking for safety, check out the new Equinox with advanced safety tech. If you like sleek and sporty, then the Chevy Blazer is in your game plan. Or go big with the new Silverado Crew Cab. MoranExpress.com lets you search inventory or configure your pick. It's car shopping the easy way at Moran Chevrolet on Gratiot north of 15 Mile in Clinton Township. Chevrolet, find new roads.
Hey, the NBA play-in tournament. No sure thing except one. Bet at least $20 in same-game parlays on FanDuel Sportsbook, and you'll get an instant bonus, win or lose. That's right. Not only do you get to enjoy the NBA's best duking it out for the right to advance in the playoffs, but FanDuel's giving all customers a bonus for getting in on the action. Oh, and the more you bet, the bigger your bonus. FanDuel is an official partner of the NBA. The app is safe, easy to use, and you get your winnings fast. New to FanDuel Sportsbook, sign up with the promo code Doug. Make every moment mean more. And if you are new to sports gaming, what I like about the FanDuel Sportsbook app is it's easy to understand, it's easy to navigate. So don't just watch the NBA play-in tournament, be a part of it. Bet at least $20 in same-game parlays and get an instant bonus, win or lose. Must be 21 or older and present in Michigan. Bonus issued. It's now withdrawable site credit that expires in 7 days. Maximum bonus $100. Restrictions apply. See full terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem call 1-800-270-7117. Confidential. FanDuel Sportsbook, the official partner of 97.1 The Ticket.
You're the one who protects the flock, and that requires an eye for detail. Because when safety and well-being are on the line, it's the details that can save lives. Even when no one else is watching, you see everything. Granger gets you, and we're here for you. And all the ones who get it done with a wide range of safety products and solutions, plus board-certified safety consultants here to answer your questions. Call, click Granger.com, or just stop by. Granger, for the ones who get it done.
At Charmin, we heard you shouldn't talk about going to the bathroom in public, so we decided to sing about it. Charmin Super Mega Roll is 6 regular rolls in one. Enjoy the go with Charmin. You're the one everyone looks to for answers. Come rain or shine, the job must get done. And you're the one who makes it happen. We get you, Jackie and Fresno, putting your employee safety first. And Manny in Chattanooga, whose local Granger team knows it by name. We're here for you and all the ones who get it done. With 24/7 customer support and access to product specialists to help you find what you need. Call, click Granger.com, or just stop by. Granger, for the ones who get it done.
Your opinion matters. Call the D Las Vegas 97.1 The Ticket Studio line at 248-539-9797. Book your stay at the D by visiting thed.com. The D Las Vegas, the home for Detroit sports in Vegas.
Spring football is back. The new USFL kicks off this Saturday night at 7:30 on Fox and NBC as the New Jersey Generals take on the Birmingham Stallions. The Generals and the Stallions will be the first of a 4-game, 10-week regular season that culminates with the championship game on July 3rd. USFL has football enthusiasts excited because it's legit pro football with numerous respected players and head coaches. Make sure to tune in this Saturday night on Fox and NBC at 7:30 to see the Stallions take on the Generals, and the Michigan Panthers make their debut on Sunday against the Houston Gamblers at noon on NBC.
This is Harry Ruffness with former NFL lineman TJ Lang and John Jansen. Download it today on the Odyssey app. Live from the Jamie Samuelson studio, here's Stoney and Jansen.
97 on the ticket. The telephone number is 248-539-9797. As we mentioned, the Tigers win yesterday 4-2. The Wings shut out the Hurricanes by the score of 3-0. NFL draft this time in 2 weeks will be either happy or freaking out. And we'll be looking ahead to day 2.
Yeah.
I wonder what's going on with the Arizona Because, John, Kyler Murray
He's unhappy.
yeah.
We talked about it, I guess it's been probably a month now since he scrubbed his social media accounts, maybe even longer than that. And he's come back out and said, well, I've got to handle things better. But he's also said now that he doesn't want to play under his current contract, which is a rookie deal. And in that contract, because it's a 5-year deal, that 5-year is a year that you can pick up as a franchise or not. If you pick it up, like we're seeing with Baker Mayfield, it is completely guaranteed. But he is not even to that point where they've got to say, we're going to take your option.
Right.
They're going to do that. I believe it's come like the 2nd or 3rd of May. Anyway, he said, I'm not going to do that.
Because this is going to be year 4 for him.
Right. So he's had 3 years in Arizona. And let me ask you a question. Have they made any type of noise in the playoffs?
No.
No. And so, which then would lead to they have not gone to a Super Bowl, or he is not wearing a Super Bowl ring. He was Rookie of the Year. He then made the Pro Bowl the ensuing 2 years. So he does have some accolades. He has had some success, but last year they were best record in the NFL for, I think, through week 8 or 9.
Right, then he got hurt.
And then you can argue, well, maybe he came back and was playing hurt, but his body language was not, let's just say, positive.
Yeah, especially here.
Yeah.
They played the Lions.
Yes. So if he decides that I'm not going to play under this current contract, I'm going to sit out, because of the CBA, he gets fined $40,000 a day that he's not in training camp. And if he makes it 3 days of not showing up, he forfeits, now listen to this, just over $4.5 million.
Not showing up.
For not showing up. And then because of the way the rookie contracts are, that's part of a 90-man roster bonus that you earn day 3 of training camp, but then he would be left with only making $765,000 on the year. Now, if he decides that, you know what, I've already given up 4.5, I might as well sit out the entire year unless they're going to pay me as a franchise quarterback, which would mean 40, 42 million, and 37, I mean, in the range of $37 to $45 million a year. So if he decides to sit out, he also has to pay back signing bonus that he's already been given but hasn't earned in $5.8 million. So this could cost him over $10 million. The Arizona Cardinals have all the leverage.
Yeah.
And that's what happens when you're on a rookie contract. The NFL wants to make sure that we don't overpay rookies until they actually prove that they can be players.
I was curious. We'll get back to this later, but what did you think of Kyler Murray before he got hurt?
I've never been a Kyler Murray fan, so I don't think he's a quarterback in his skill set that is going to ever take you to. It's much like Gov thinks about Lamar Jackson. Like he's never going to be that guy that takes you to the promised land. Now you could get lucky every once in a while. I mean, Jared Goff was a quarterback. Do I think he's better than Jared Goff? I don't know that I would want him instead of Jared Goff, but there's a lot of people around the NFL that would differ from that opinion.
All right, 248-539-9797. We'll get into that coming up later in the program as well, because looking at CBSSports.com, they have a list of 10 teams Kyler Murray would fit in. One of them wears Honolulu blue and silver, which is kind of interesting. But first, ladies and gentlemen, what's up, Heather?
Hey, you guys. Happy Friday.
Same
Good
to you.
morning, everyone. So the family of Patrick Lyoya is calling for the Grand Rapids police officer that fatally shot him to be charged. Not that shocking that they feel this right?
Right.
Through tears, the family expressed obviously their heartbreak and obviously a call for justice. So the family appeared along with their attorneys and they addressed the videos that were released on Wednesday by the Grand Rapids Police Department. And they said, quote, nothing Patrick did justified the officer reaching for his revolver, putting it into the back of Patrick's head and pulling the trigger. Now, one of their attorneys, Ben Crump, called the incident an execution. He also said that based on what they saw in that video, that the officers should be terminated for engaging in unnecessary excessive use of deadly force. And he also said that the family is asking that the state attorney charge the officer to the full extent of the law.
What I don't understand, and maybe somebody can help me, why isn't this officer being identified?
I don't know the answer to that question. In regards to the investigation,
we saw video. I'm sure there's people there who recognize him anyway.
Oh, sure.
I mean, so
Oh, without a doubt.
Yeah.
Threats to him, threats to his family.
Yeah, protection
And does it change the
against
story?
him, yeah, maybe.
Knowing what his name is doesn't change the story. No.
So the man who was charged in the Brooklyn subway shooting will be held without bail. Again, not that shocking. Frank James, he made his first appearance in federal court on Thursday. Like we discussed yesterday, he was charged with a terrorist or other violent attack against a mass transportation system. During his appearance in court, he didn't say anything. He was silent, but he did let the judge know that he understood the charges against him. Now, the federal public defenders that are representing him did agree to the detention order, and they did ask the judge to seek a psychiatric evaluation of James. So, more of that will be coming. TikTok, you guys, is saving lives. There's a woman who had been allegedly kidnapped by her ex-boyfriend, and she used a hand signal that she used from TikTok, or that she saw on TikTok, to alert somebody to save her life, which is pretty darn cool. So this woman and her ex had actually been in a vehicle together, and some sort of altercation took place, and she wanted to get out of the car. She's like, "Let me out right now." He said no.
Stay in the left 3 lanes.
And eventually he stopped at a gas station. So she used that opportunity to find a way to alert the person working at the gas station that she needed help. She didn't want to do it an obvious way. So she used this hand signal. You basically put your hand up, your palm out, and then you took your thumb onto your palm and you wrap your 4 fingers over your thumb. And apparently that signaled to show that you were in some sort of domestic violence situation, and it was trending on TikTok. And thankfully, the person working at the gas station knew what that signal meant, or knew enough to say, "Hey, this woman's showing me signs of distress." Called the police. Eventually, though, the boyfriend kind of picked up on things. Was like, "Okay, I'm getting out of here." So by the time the police showed up, the boyfriend had already fled the scene. However, police caught up to him. There was a high-speed chase. The guy took off on foot. He was eventually arrested, and now he is facing charges of aggravated kidnapping and aggravated domestic assault. But pretty cool that TikTok was able to save someone's life. Pretty darn sweet. This is also pretty cool. Cruise ships are ready to set sail on the Great Lakes. So 9 cruise lines are gearing up to get ready to take on the Great Lakes for the 2022 season. So the cruises will run from May through October, and tickets range from $5,000 to $20,000 per person. It sounds neat. You know, I would never have thought of taking a cruise on the Great Lakes just because we live here in Michigan. We could drive to the Great Lakes and do activities. However, I did jump on the website because I was like, "Oh, $20,000, man, that's a lot of money to cruise the Great Lakes." But they do look pretty awesome. And this could, I'm not a fan of cruises, even though I've never been on one. This could be a cruise that I could be into. It's a smaller ship, not a lot of people. Some neat stops along the way.
There's some great stops along the way, and the scenery of the Great Lakes from the water is outstanding. And if I could choose, you said May through October.
In 2 miles, take exit 14C onto M39 and Southfield Freeway.
Because of the color change, it would be unreal, because you could follow the color. Although, if you started in Lake Superior and worked your way down, it would be crazy beautiful.
If I'm getting on a cruise anywhere, I want to be able to sunbathe and do that stuff. And I do that.
October. No, you're not. No.
That's just me. Look, I've never been on a cruise. To me, I know it's stupid, and I think I feel claustrophobic, and I'm not.
Right.
It's like, what if you're on a boat for so long? Well, I know you get off each day and you go.
Yeah, but if you're on one of the warm weather
from right.
Sean's salivating. He's been salivating for this for almost a year. We'll find out what that is coming up next, 97 minutes.
Use the right 2 lanes to take exit 14C onto M39 and Southfield Freeway.
What's up, everybody? Nick Costos here with the Bet River Sports Betting Minute, brought to you by Bet River Sportsbook, Detroit's hometown sportsbook.
Take the exit.
Barkley filling in for Nick Costos. Saturday in the pro basketball playoffs, Toronto and Philadelphia squaring off. Philly about a 4-point home favorite as these teams start their series. Total of the game is about 216. Now, Toronto has been a very popular underdog and upset pick, but early in this series, I like Philly. They have by far the best player in the series. And as much as we all have jokes about Philadelphia's coach, how he loses early every year, how the team's second best player shoots 2 for 29 in every elimination game, all of that can be true. It just means late in the series, Philly might get tight or might
For 16 miles, continue straight.
By far the best player and a huge mismatch. That's Philly -4.
That's it for this Bet River Sports Betting Minute, brought to you by Bet River Sportsbook, Detroit's hometown sportsbook. Check out the latest lines today at BetRivers.com. I'm Nick Costos. Keep it locked here for more throughout the day. Must be 21, playable in Michigan. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-270-7117.
I'm Dr. Schmidt. As an intensive care unit physician, I wrote the first COVID-19 death certificate at my health system. And since the beginning of the pandemic, I have never taken care of a patient dying from the vaccine. Nearly all the patients in the ICU are unvaccinated. I see healthy young people making their last FaceTime call to their loved ones about to be put onto life support with a less than 50-50 chance of survival. And this is preventable. You will have to trust me in the intensive care unit. Please trust me now. I trust this vaccine. Mask, distance, above all, vaccinate. Boost, we will only find our way through this if we do it together.
Data shows the COVID vaccine is saving lives. Parents of children 5 years and older should make sure their kids are up to date on their COVID vaccine. And those over 12 years old who are vaccinated should get boosted now. Learn more at michigan.gov/COVID vaccine. A message from the Michigan Department of Health and Human Services.
Hi, I'm David Hall. Homeowners call Hall First to unlock the equity in their home with a cash-out refinance. Our speed and service is the very best, and our ability to close your loan in as little as 8 business days is unmatched. Let Michigan's most trusted mortgage company work for you. Call Hall First at 866-CALL-HALL, or you can chat with us online right now at callhallfirst.com.
Hall Financial, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS number 1467435.
303 Products has your number. With a full line of premium protectants and cleaners, they have everything you need to keep your car looking new longer. For more information, visit 303radio.com. That's 303radio.com.
What historic game. Prime time. Saturday. USFL faces with a special opening night as the Birmingham Stallions open the season against the New Jersey Generals. This live on Fox and NBC. The biggest game. USFL kicks off Saturday, 7:30 Eastern on Fox and NBC.
Remember when you were told bigger is better? Well, that's just simply not the case. Do you want a big bill? No. A big burden? No. What about a big bulky tank water heater taking up space in your basement? No, I didn't think so. What you do want is to make all of those things smaller. Navien tankless water heaters are more efficient and take up less space than outdated bulky tanks, with cutting-edge features that improve safety, simplify processes, and increase capabilities. Once you go Navien, you'll never go back. Learn more at tanklessmadesimple.com.
This hour of instant feedback brought to you by Michael Burrow National Benefit Plans. Call 877-734-2200.
Get the latest sports news and inside information about Michigan and Michigan State on the 5-Star Zone with Rico Beard. Download it today on the Odyssey app. Live from the Jamie Samuelson studio, here's Stoney and Jansen.
Our telephone number is 245-399-9797. Tigers over the Royals 4-2. Wings beat the Hurricanes 3-0. We do have open lines. We were talking about Kyler Murray. Does he fit in with the Lions? He'd probably have to give up maybe 2 of your number ones, right?
I would think so.
32, and you're not going to give up the second.
No.
Maybe the two Rams.
Yeah.
Give that up and probably golfing. So get some dead money and stuck with. But But, going forward, he might be a better option than Jared Goff. I don't know. He has been really good at times. It's just the last, I'd say, 6-7 weeks of this past season. Other than that, he's been really good.
So let me ask you this question then. If that's the route that you want to go, he's obviously said he's not going to play under this rookie contract, so you let Goff go to Arizona, you give up those 2 first picks. Now he comes to Detroit, you're going to have to give him a new contract. Are you ready to pay him as a premier franchise quarterback? And where would he fall? What would you think would be the top end of what you pay him?
In 10 miles, turn right onto 4th Street.
You've got Patrick Mahomes. I think he's at 42, 43, something like that. I mean, give or take $1 million.
High 20s, maybe. That might not be enough.
Right. I don't think that's going to be enough. So that's the problem that you'll run into.
Right. I still think he's going to be really good. I don't love the way he plays, but I think the way the NFL is, going to more mobile quarterbacks.
Yeah,
he's still really good.
He's still good.
And you put him with Swift, and their receivers aren't great, but he'd fit a little bit. I don't think they should do it, but it wouldn't kill him.
I'm not a fan of his accuracy. I think he has a hard time seeing over the line of scrimmage, and that affects some of his accurate or inaccurate throws. You've got to get him outside the pocket all the time. You're just not going to utilize your offensive line the way that I think it's been built.
It also, and you can laugh all you want, but it also would completely
derail the plan.
Thank you. Derail was the word I was looking for.
Yes.
So, I would say if I had to, I'd say no, but it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world either. So, but if I'm voting no. All right. It begins tomorrow night. But for us locals, it's Sunday at 12 o'clock. The Michigan Panthers will take on the Houston Gamblers, Week 1, the United States Football League. Yes, the USFL is back. But as much as I and you, John, especially me because I'm older, like to romanticize about this is nothing like the USFL we saw in the early 80s. Nothing. Because they were taking guys who were really good college players, some of them.
Yes.
And making them professional football players like Reggie White, Herschel Walker, Kelvin Bryant, Anthony Carter.
Yeah.
There's been quite a few. This is more of a, all right, we hope we can get these guys playing well enough where maybe they can make an NFL team.
Right. The level of star power is not what it was back in the first iteration of the USFL. And you mentioned, I think, a very interesting word there about nostalgia.
Yes.
Do you think, now part of that nostalgia for us here in Michigan is the Michigan Panthers. They won the very first USFL.
Right, they were really good.
USFL championship, all of those different things. But if the Lions, from when the Michigan Panthers won their championship until now, had done anything of significance, like win a Super Bowl, or get to a Super Bowl, or maybe, at least get to a couple of NFC championship games.
Right. More than one.
Would the nostalgia be as much for the Panthers?
Probably not.
Because everybody likes to say, well, we've had one championship since 1957.
Look, people love going to those games. As I recall, I wasn't here then. I actually did a lot of work covering one of the worst teams in USFL history, the Washington Federals. But I love the league. But I think, yes, you're right. I don't think they would have as much, great memories to fans if the Lions were also really, really good.
Yeah.
But it's the aqua, the plum and purple, or no, it's plum and black, whatever they're called, were really good. By the way, they put out a poll. I already tweeted it. I think I might have already. It's got like 2 hours left. They have a new mascot.
Oh.
You get to pick what you want to name the mascot.
Oh, that's right. The Michigan Panthers do, yeah.
So the nominees are Peter, Hunter, Pablo, and Mitch. I voted for Pablo. Pablo is the leader.
So
I just thought Pablo was more humorous than Peter, Hunter, or Mitch. Pablo the Panther.
These are very interesting names.
I know.
Not very like Growler.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's very like Mike.
Yes. Exactly. So,
Rank the Panther. Rank Panther.
So I went with, Pablo because that was somewhat more humorous to me.
Yes. Pablo the Panther. Oh boy, we're gonna have to hear that.
And it's got 40% of the vote. Hunter is second at 30%. Mitch is third. Peter is. Anyway, so 248-539-9797. You gonna watch on Sunday? It's Easter Sunday, 12 o'clock.
Oh yeah, I'll watch tomorrow.
Tomorrow night?
Yeah, and I'll watch on Sunday as well. Now, it may not be, it may be one of those, depending on what's going on Easter Sunday, I record and watch later. But I am curious to see the level of play. I'm curious to see the broadcast probably more than anything. Are there interesting or new things that they're going to do in the broadcast that we don't see in professional sports? It is 100% a developmental league. And as you mentioned, all of these different players are hoping to finally make an NFL roster because that's where the big money is. But they are still professional athletes because they're making money for playing a sport. There's 12 guys that hail from the state of Michigan, let's just say colleges.
Stay in the left 3 lanes.
Michigan, that will be playing on roster.
Well, obviously the Panthers quarterback, Shea Patterson.
Yes.
Who else?
Linebacker Taiwan Jones of Michigan State, yes. Eastern Michigan has Terry Merrick, who's a linebacker. Some of these names you might not know. From Grand Valley State, Keyshawn Tyson, who's a defensive tackle. Michigan State, Tyler Higbee, O-lineman. I believe he did. He's O-lineman.
I'm thinking of Higbee. Tight end from the Rams.
Right, yeah. Nick Truesdale, tight end from Grand Rapids Community College, is on a roster. For the Pittsburgh Maulers, you have Matt Saber, Michigan State tight end.
Oh, yes. S-O-E-B-E-R-T, if I'm not mistaken.
S-E-Y. B-E-R-T, yes. Carlo Kemp, defensive end, Michigan. Eric Asona from Western Michigan, a defensive end as well. Channing Stribling, cornerback from Michigan. He's on your team, Philadelphia Stars.
Only would have batted that ball down against Allen Robinson. Game at Happy Valley.
Yes.
Freshman year.
Yes. Tampa Bay Bandits have Jawan Bushell-Beatty, former Michigan offensive lineman.
Right.
That's not a fan of the program. Or he's not a fan of the Michigan program. Keith Mumphrey, Michigan State wide receiver. Let's see who else. I think that's number 12.
I am.
So you get 12 guys who went to school somewhere in the state of Michigan who are getting a chance to further their professional dream.
That'll be interesting. 248-539-9797. Do you have any interest in watching the USFL? There's a reason I'm going to watch, but the main reason I'm not as into it is pretty basic, and I'll explain that coming up next. BetMGM is pitching baseball fans a chance to swing for the fences. Register using code STONY200 to win $200 in free bets when you place a $10 moneyline wager on any Major League Baseball game when either team hits a home run, regardless of your bet's outcome. Enjoy baseball like never before with BetMGM at your fingertips all season long. Sign up today and find out why nothing beats a win at the King of Sportsbooks. Major League Baseball trademarks used with permission. Visit BetMGM.com for terms and conditions. Must be 21 years of age or older. Wager Michigan only. New customer offer. All promotions are subject to qualification and eligibility requirements. Rewards issued as non-withdrawable free bets or site credit. Free bets expire in 7 days from issuance. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-270-7117 for confidential help. Excludes Michigan disassociated.
In 1 mile, turn right onto 4th Street.
97.1 The Ticket. Traffic.
From the WWJ AM 950 Traffic Center, heading in and out of downtown this morning, not looking too bad as the roads are still pretty clear. We do have construction going on if you're heading out towards Sterling Heights, Metro Parkway, both directions from DeQuinder to Ryan Road. One lane is open. That is scheduled to continue through late July. Lane closures can be expected on Ryan Road, both directions at Metro Parkway, as well as Shaner north and southbound between Metro Parkway and Clinton River Road. I'm Michelle Pena with traffic.
Unnecessary Roughness with former NFL linemen TJ Lang and John Jansen. Download it today on the Odyssey app.
Celebrate spring at Banana Republic Factory with 50 to 70% off everything. Discover vibrant dresses, modern suits, and more from $24.99. Find your nearest store or shop online. Only at Banana Republic Factory.
This is Boomer Esiason with an Odyssey Sportsman. It's sponsored by Indeed. Attract, interview, and hire at Indeed.com/credit. Back in a 2015 birthday shout out to my hero Tom Seaver, I begged the Wilpons
Stay in the second lane from right.
statue of the franchise while he's alive to witness it. 7 years later, it's bittersweet to see the statue unveiled today without Tom Terrific. However, his wife Nancy will be in attendance. Boomer Esiason.
Carrie, can you make sure it is cleaned up?
Restaurant Week has Sanjay's tables jam-packed.
Somebody please refill the...
He needs more servers to keep these new customers coming back.
Let's keep these tables turning as fast as possible, okay? Gonna need to hustle.
Indeed can help him hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. Our hiring platform instantly connects you with quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your job description. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
You're the one who protects the flock, and that requires an eye for detail. Because when safety and well-being are on the line, it's the details that
Go
can save
past
lives.
this light. Then at the next one, turn right.
You see everything. Grainger gets you, and we're here for you. And all the ones who get it done with a wide range of safety products and solutions. Plus board-certified
At the
safety
light,
consultants
turn
here
right
to
onto
answer
4th
your
Street.
questions. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Drive to the playoffs, brought to you by Driveway.com. Golden State ended the regular season on a 5-game winning streak and are set to face off against Denver in the first round
In
of the
4.1 miles, turn left onto Quarry Road.
Injuries this year, but they should have a real chance to come out of the West if they can stay healthy in the postseason. Looking for a car? Go to Driveway.com, where you can get pre-qualified, buy a car, and get it delivered. Driveway.com. Car buying delivered on your terms and on your turf.
Hey, the NBA play-in tournament, no sure thing except one. Bet at least $20 in same-game parlays on FanDuel Sportsbook, and you'll get an instant bonus, win or lose. That's right. Not only do you get to enjoy the NBA's best duking it out for the right to advance in the playoffs, but FanDuel's giving all customers a bonus for getting in on the action. Oh, and the more you bet, the bigger your bonus. FanDuel is an official partner of the NBA. The app is safe, easy to use, and you get your winnings fast. New to FanDuel Sportsbook, sign up with the promo code Doug to make every moment mean more. And if you are new to sports gaming, what I like about the FanDuel Sportsbook app is it's easy to understand, it's easy to navigate. So don't just watch the NBA play-in tournament, be a part of it. Bet at least $20 in same-game parlays and get an instant bonus, win or lose. Must be 21 or older and present in Michigan. Bonus issued. It's now withdrawable site credit that expires in 7 days. Maximum bonus $100. Restrictions apply. See full terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem, call 1-800-270-7117. Confidential. Help FanDuel Sportsbook, the official partner of 97.1 The Ticket.
Get help managing your money for the life and years ahead with Fidelity Income Planning. We'll look at what you've saved, what you'll need, and help you build a flexible plan for cash flow designed to last, so you can go from saving to living. Fidelity Brokerage Services, member NYSE SIPC.
Odyssey is your new home for all the audio that matters to you. Download the Odyssey app today. Powered by Golling Auto Group. Experience the Golling difference at Golling.com. The Detroit Tigers play the Kansas City Royals. Pre-game tonight at 7:50 on 97.1 The Ticket. Live from the Jamie Samuelson studio, here's Stoney and Jansen.
248-539-9797. It is a Friday, Good Friday.
It's like
Did you say Happy Good Friday to those who are celebrating? Good Friday. What do I know?
Good Friday covers it. Happy Good would be probably redundant.
Yes, it is. Plus, I don't think it's something that you were happy about, right?
I remember having this conversation last time.
Oh, okay.
Oh, did we?
I don't know. I don't remember the answer,
Okay.
but I'm sure we'll have it again. So what is the correct response? You are more religious than I am, obviously.
I don't know.
And of course, we have different religions. We'll be having Passover Seder, the dinner tonight and tomorrow night.
What's the traditional Seder dinner?
It depends how religious you are. There are some where I remember once my aunt was engaged to somebody, which thankfully she didn't marry the guy, but we didn't eat dinner till like...
Because that guy sucked.
No, because his family had Seder dinner when he gets served at like 9:30 at night.
Yes, he definitely needs to be gone. What a jerk.
And when you were a little kid, man, there's nothing worse than you get there at like 5:30 and you
I agree.
go through all the service and the
your
prayers
standards are
and all.
different.
Oh, my Lord.
Great guy, fantastic human being.
Yeah.
Served Seder dinner at 9:30 p.m.
Yeah.
For him.
Yeah.
How you go through, you read there's a little prayer book called the Haggadah. You go through the whole story of Passover, how the Jews had to flee because of what was going on. They were slaves, and the matzah, they had to get out of there so fast they couldn't let it bake and rise. That's why matzah's flat.
Okay.
The whole thing, there's horseradish, the bitter herbs that symbolizes the bad taste that we had of all that.
Yeah.
But it's for me, it's another excuse for family to get together and eat. And the fact that it's on a Friday this year and a Saturday means I can actually have a little more wine with my dinner than I usually have. And the wine is usually Manischewitz or Mogen David wine, which is sweet red wine usually. And I'm not a wine person.
Yeah.
It's not the best wine in the world, but I don't care.
You don't care?
No.
You're just ready to go.
Yes.
Hey, Greg,
And the kids have grape juice.
Okay.
Wine.
Right, yeah, obviously. Yeah.
And they do this thing where you have to hide the matzah, called the afikomen is what it's called, and the kids have to find it, and when they find it, you give them.
Yeah. Oh, what's your aunt's name?
My Aunt Helene?
Yeah, Auntie. Do you think that was the first I'm sorry, but Aunt Helene comes over to little Mikey and says, Michael, what do you think about my friend? And she says, well, he's nice. I'm sorry, but...
I'm sorry, but we gotta eat.
We got to eat before
We gotta have the
9:30.
brisket before 9:30.
Well, now we know what happened.
I think so.
The original story.
Well, it's funny because Passover, much like Easter, it's never the same day every year, obviously. It's not like Christmas, okay? So when I was a kid and when we had flyer tickets, a lot of times there were playoff games Seder night.
Yeah.
So me and my older cousins who would take me to the games, we eat really quick, get done by 6:30,
and we're off to the game.
Off to the Spectrum.
Go.
Watch the playoffs. All right. We're talking about the USFL. Are you going to watch? The main reason that I'm not as into it as I thought I'd be, the teams, they're not playing here. They're called the Michigan Panthers, but is there really any local feel to this?
At the next light, turn left.
Well, yes, I understand that. And I'm not going to argue that point. But they have an opportunity. They're trying to do something that all of these spring football leagues haven't been able to do, and that is sustain itself. Survive. And get to year 2, and God forbid, year 3. They're just trying to do something different. How do we eliminate our expenses? Well, let's not travel.
I understand
At the light,
that, but you're not
use the
you're
right
not gonna
lane to
have
turn left.
a rabid fan base if they can't see their team.
Okay,
That's
you may
my
not
point.
have rabid local fan bases, but you do have a coast-to-coast, north-to-south fan base that loves football.
That's true. That's absolutely true.
And the USFL has sold tickets to members of all 50 states.
Good. Well, let's travel. Let's go to Birmingham.
I would love to. Hey, let's do a show from down there. That'd be outstanding.
Yeah, maybe we can get a response. I tried to get Jeff Coach on, and I get crickets.
Boat show first.
Boat show, yes.
Boat, yeah.
Some ticket text at 248-539-9797. As a football fan, I'll be watching the Panthers game. This time of year will be fun to watch some Saturday night football.
Yep.
It's tomorrow night. I said it yesterday. I'll say it again. Bobcat Abear should be the mascot. That's from John and Lake Orion.
Yes, Ebert.
And Paulie, Pawly, the Panther is what the mascot should be.
There you go.
Those
are great options, but
but that's not one of the 4 that the USFL picked. It's either Mitch, Hunter.
That's what Twitter's done.
At the next light, turn left.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what Twitter has done. They have eliminated options because you can only have a poll with 4 options.
Well, maybe your boy Elon, when he takes over Twitter,
Yes.
You
can get a lot of things done.
Get on the horn.
Judging from what they put out there, I do believe they took a group of suggestions and then the top 4 suggestions made said Twitter poll.
On Kyler Murray, We saw all we needed from Murray in the wild card game against the Rams. He quit out there on his team. That's from Mikey Williamson.
It's one of the worst playoff performances, if not the worst ever.
And what if Kyler Murray went to Seattle? So Josh.
That would be interesting.
I don't know if they would trade him in the division.
In 1 mile, turn right onto West Jefferson Avenue.
That's going to be the thing, and then where he goes, and what does Arizona do? I mean, that might be a good landing spot for one Baker Mayfield.
Oh, Arizona.
Yeah. If there's a vacancy from one former Oklahoma quarterback, fill it with another former Oklahoma quarterback.
Speaking of Baker Mayfield, Mayfield was on a podcast with, I think, one of his friends. He does the podcast. It's called You Never Know. And Baker, the other day, basically said, he said he was disrespected.
At the next light, turn right.
And now, do you feel like the way the office has handled it has been disrespectful to you, given where you came in and where they are now? And
I mean, yeah, the respect thing is like it's all going to be like a personal opinion.
Yeah, and it's
I feel disrespected 100% because I was told one thing and they completed another. That's what I'm in the middle of right now. And you know what? Okay, I got my taste of it because I've had 4 different head coaches in 4 years, a bunch of different coordinators.
At the light, turn right onto West Jefferson Avenue.
Highs. They always come back.
Mm-hmm.
They always come back.
Yeah.
But I mean, I had great times my rookie year. Like I didn't start in the beginning. I came in and got to have fun the back half of the year. 2019 sucked. 2020 was great. Made the playoffs. 2021 was miserable. It's like, yeah. I'm just looking for
in 3/4 of a mile.
And
take a slight left turn onto Beach Road.
What I need to do for me to be the best version of me, and to be able to lead an organization. And I'm in a good place right now.
Right.
Where I have no clue where I'm going.
He doesn't. He's right.
No.
If you're Cleveland, now I
at
don't
the
know if
next
he would
light,
show up.
take a slight left turn.
But I mean, who's that? Did they sign one? Did they sign Jacoby Brissett? Who did they sign as a backup to Deshaun Watson?
That's a great question. They did sign.
I thought they signed a quarterback. I saw the other day, and I forget off the top of my head. But who knows what's going to happen with Deshaun Watson?
How long he's going to be suspended?
Right, if at all. But we assume he will. Baker Mayfield. You have worse. It'd be weird, but there'd be worse guys you could have starting for your team. And I know, like I said, it'd be weird.
Jacoby Brissett and Josh Dobbs.
Okay.
Are the 2 backups other than Baker Mayfield right now?
Yes.
So it'll be
at the
interesting
light,
to see
use the left lane
how
to
this
take a
all
slight
sorts
left
itself out
turn.
because Baker is on that same rookie contract. We were just talking about Kyler Murray.
In 3/4 of a mile, turn right onto Meridian Road.
He's guaranteed, I think it's $18 or just a little over $18 million. All he has to do is show up. I don't think he is arrogant enough or...
Hi.
Good morning.
$4? $2.50. $3. Can I get a receipt too?
Sure can. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
In half a mile, turn right onto Meridian Road. 1.8 miles, turn right onto Lakewood Drive. In 1 mile, turn right onto Lakewood Drive. In half a mile, the destination is on your right, 9888 Lakewood Drive. The destination is on your right, 9888 Lakewood Drive. Arrived.